Morning Stampers, happy Monday. It is a bright sunny day here where I am at least. So I've got my bright sunny colors on and I have some bright sunny projects to share with you. So we're gonna use the fantastic newly arrived Gifts Galore Paper Pumpkin Kit today. And I checked on I checked online and I don't think the refill kit is available for this yet, maybe next Monday. They usually do it on a Monday. I can't remember if it's gonna be this week or next week, but I will tell you there are some other things on there that you're definitely gonna wanna check out. And as far as Paper Pumpkin goes, this one's pretty cute. So I will show you the intended projects with it. Here they are, these sweet little boxes. And if you look at them, they have these big shapes on them. And then kind of between the big shapes is a space for a cello bag and the box so that you can make little treat packages. So, but you guys know from watching my videos and all the paper pumpkin alternates that there's no way I'm gonna make them exactly like they're shown. And in fact, they give you some alternate ideas. So right here are a banner idea and some different little card ideas and so forth. But I'm going to, oh, actually I really like this one. I just thought it's like a little gift card holder. Using the bag right there on the bottom. So to put your gift card in, what a great idea. We're not doing that though. We're doing something totally different. And so I wore my sweatshirt. That was one of my projects this weekend because I'm gonna show you how to use these pieces. They're too large for, I know you're like, wait, I don't get the sweatshirt connection. They're too large to place on a regular card size. So here's regular card size, here's the thing. And so it's all about chopping and mixing and matching to use exactly what you have. So I had one fat quarter. So here's the, let's see, you see it? Here's my sweatshirt, da-da-da. I had one fat quarter of this velvet pattern print, and so I had to figure out how I was going to put it together on one garment. So it's about mixing and matching and chopping, and that's what we're going to do with our cards this morning. So we got a whole crew. Hey guys, hey, everybody's happy for Monday, I guess. Beverly, good to see you live, and Sue and Trish and Becky and Carol and Leslie and Sally and Kathy and Carol and Terry and wow, gosh, Deborah. Okay, we got a whole crew this morning. Elaine. All right, are you guys ready to see some paper pumpkin in action? So first tip is instead of using a regular card size for these, we're going to pull out our Gingerbread and Peppermint Memories and More cards and envelopes. Do you remember these? I showed you, let's see, this project with these guys, and I showed you this project that was Gingerbread and Peppermint. Remember this kind of fun fold card here? So those are available on Maker Mornings with Megan's tutorials, but we're gonna use a different set this morning, but we're gonna steal those cards from Gingerbread and Peppermint. So let's get you guys set here. There we go. And da-da-da. Okay, sneak peek. You don't get to see that yet. All right, so let's see. I've got to set this part up here. And we're going to start with our card here. So let's go ahead and start with one of the pieces from here. So you get, because each one of these boxes is backed and fronted with one of these, it makes 9 boxes. So you actually get 18 shapes, which gives you a lot. I think if I were gonna make these as boxes, I wouldn't maybe put one on the front and the back. I would use half for cards and then half for the boxes. So then you get 9 boxes plus 9 card elements. So I'm gonna pull out a tree. And for our tree, it is quite large here to fit on the front. Now we could stick it on here like this, but like we've learned from my sweatshirt, it makes sense to cut things up and place them differently than you might expect otherwise. So let's go ahead and grab our trimmer here. And good morning, Tanya. I'm gonna go ahead and trim, I think just this side of the tree. So what I'm doing is getting myself, I think about that much of it. So I'm trimming, if you need to know, 1 3/4 inches is the measurement to here. And if you're gonna do this with your paper pumpkin, if you don't have this kit, I would recommend watching for a refill, which could post either today or next week. But you can see how these pieces now come together to kind of make the illusion of lots of trees on our card, not just one. You could also kind of leave it there and decorate this edge, but I like putting this scrap back on this side here. So let's go ahead and pop this on. I'm gonna use my Stampin' dimensional pieces, but I'm gonna use the edges here. I don't know about you, but I tend to collect these. Whoops, oh, please don't stick, there we go. I tend to collect these, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop one along here, and I think I have this one cut already. I'm gonna pull this. Nope, I guess I don't. Oh yeah, I do. And stick it along here. So, and then maybe I'll put one more Stampin' Dimensional up here at the top. I know we've been having Stampin' Dimensional discussions lately. How many do you place on a card? How many are necessary? I don't know. Hopefully you guys are okay with the number on here. So, all right. And then I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna line this up. I kind of like to open the card a little so I can see. And whatever vertical line I cut on the tree, that is now the vertical line of the tree on the card, okay? So we have sort of this extra element. And if you're counting, you know, Hallmark card wise, if there's a little foam bits, like dimensionals underneath your card and you're shopping at Hallmark, then that is automatically like a $9 card. So, all right, I'm gonna take my Seal Plus and pop the other side on here. And actually, like I said, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna make sure that this is lined up across here. There we go. Okay, so now we have our element on this side. And I like that because then it makes this one pop out a little bit more. And I didn't really get it very straight. So my tip is always to cut from the back side when you're trying to trim things to get them straight. There we go. All right. Okay. There we go. So now we have our trees stuck on there, but we clearly are not finished here. We want to add some more to this. So how to continue to decorate it? I am going to pull out some elements from the kit. So from the kit, we have this string. There is a Stampin' Spot, which is Flirty Flamingo this month. You actually get a roll of the of tear tape with it, which is great for the boxes. And what else? Let's see, some stamping panels here, and our stamp set for this month. And let's see, that should get us started. So I want to put a greeting on here, and I've decided to use the Oh What Fun greeting. So I'm going to pop one of these circles here and then stamp. And I decided to bring in Poppy Parade for this. So we have a little bit darker color. And I'm going to ink that up and stamp Oh What Fun kind of towards the middle-ish. Yeah, pretty good. Of our project. Now, I thought I probably want to save some of those gold clips. I adore little mini clips, but I'm going to save those, I think, for some of our box pieces and stuff. So instead, I'm pulling out this thread. Now, with the baker's twine, I could go ahead and tie a bow like this, and I'll show it to you. But I don't know how you feel about this, but I feel like it's pretty anemic. It doesn't have a lot of oomph to it. It's just not very impressive. So what I'm going to do instead is loop this string back on itself. So now I have a double width of it, and I'm going to tie that same bow again, but this time with the double length of the string. And it is so much more satisfying because it has a lot more presence to it. I know that's upside down for you guys, sorry. So then I'm just gonna split this end here and chop that. And now we have a little baker's twine bow. So if we place this on here and add our baker's twine bow, then that's starting to come together. But we're definitely gonna add some bling to this, and I'm gonna show you which bling I picked. So to attach this, my favorite tool is a mini glue dot. So I'm just gonna pick that up and roll it like a little mini taco. And that gives us about the right size there to place on the corner of our tag. So our tag's here. I'm gonna pop another dimensional. Lots of people liked 2 dimensionals last week, so I'll pop 2 dimensionals on you for you dimensional folks. And Leslie said, terrific idea to cut the image. I don't know why I'm free to do that. I know. When you kind of go out on a limb and cut up some pieces, it can be a little bit alarming, but it's worth it. Go for it. I do that with stamped images all the time. I'm trying to look behind me to see if I have an example, which I do not have one handy. But a lot of times if you have a really big floral, I'll stamp the floral and die cut it and then use the big part here and then a little part over here. So kind of the same idea. This is definitely not just for Christmas cards. All right, let's see. So we're gonna stamp on the inside. I have Merry Christmas, which is from this stamp set. Oh, which reminds me to tell you. So as I was looking to see if these refill kits were available yet, you can check in my online store. There's a link in the video description. They were not when I looked this morning, but what I did see was really exciting. So usually when you get a paper pumpkin refill, it doesn't include the stamps and the ink. It's just the consumables, just the packet that comes with all this stuff in it. But I noticed that there is a bundle. There are several paper pumpkin full kits in the online store, and there is a bundle that is 3 kits, 3 whole kits for $28.50. So usually they're $20 each, but that would be like basically less than $10 for a whole paper pumpkin. And it was batter up. It was now I can't remember which ones. Anyway, it was oh gosh, batter up, and the one with the mountain cards in it, and oh, the one with the popsicles and stuff. And actually the popsicle one would be a perfect one to do this technique with. So cut those popsicles, they were really large. The watermelons, cut those and use the same technique as this. Anyway, I don't know how long that is gonna stay in the online store, so you should go grab it right away if it's something that you're excited about. But you could totally give paper pumpkins for Christmas, put them under the Christmas tree. Just remember, if you're not getting them with a subscription, you're gonna wanna add an extra block to your order so that you can have a block if you're gifting those with each one. So man, a great opportunity. Okay, so sorry, I got distracted by that. Bling. I looked at the possibility of adding gold to this, which actually is pretty, and I really like that blinginess of it. But then I thought, wow, what about Opal Rounds, which would not maybe distract color-wise, but might add. And here's what I discovered. The Opal Rounds are the exact perfect size to fit on these little ornaments. So check this out. If I just pop these off and stick them on, you basically get the color showing through because the color of the ornament isn't, or the Opal Rounds are like, gosh, what am I trying to say? They're not opaque. They're clear, so the color shows through. And so you can see the color of those ornaments under the tree. And can you see how pretty those little pearl rounds are? So Opal Rounds, I guess, sorry. So that's number 1. And then I thought, no, I think we need a little more. So I grabbed my Shimmery Crystal Effects. And this stuff is basically like clear gloss in a tube with little bits of glitter mixed in, iridescent glitter. And so what I'm gonna do is pull it up and just draw across those lines. And it's a subtle thing, so it doesn't really matter if I get it perfect or if I get the whole line covered. My tip for you is always to draw away from the starting point. You never wanna push with these because what it'll do is the tip will spread out the gloss and you'll end up with, instead of a nice, cute, little perfect line, you'll end up with a wider, smudgy line, which could be okay. And I'm just gonna decorate the front tree and leave the back tree for background. So you can see how quick and easy that is. Crystal Effects takes a little time to dry, and I don't know how well you can see it. Let's see, this one is dry from earlier. So same card, you can kind of see there how, that Crystal Effects is on there maybe? I don't know, can you see? Yeah, I think you can. Kind of, sorry, it's a little blurry close up. Anyway, Crystal Effects is a great addition. So then you have your super card, and then we need, of course, to stamp something on our envelope. I'm gonna show you 2 more. I'm gonna show you the We're gonna make the snowman one and we're gonna make the gift one together, so you're not wasting those. And for this, I'm gonna bring in the Flirty Flamingo, which of course is included in the full kit. So anyway, to get those kit refills, you need to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. But honestly, that's no hardship. So basically what you're gonna do is go sign up on my website for paperpumpkin.com. There's a link in the video description so you can get signed up for that. And then you'll log into the online store, my online store, with the same login, and you'll be able to purchase those Paper Pumpkin refills. So, okay, so there's card number 1. All right, and pretty quick, and you're gonna pair it with a package of these Gingerbread and Peppermint cards and envelopes, and they come 22 a package. So if you had this Paper Pumpkin and you didn't want any boxes, you basically would have your 20 cards and envelopes and your 18 shapes from there, and you've got 20 cards or 18 cards there ready to go. So, all right, let's grab next here our snowman and figure out how he's gonna go on here. So I think our snowman's gonna fit kind of down here to the side. So let's pop him up with Stampin' Dimensionals. And instead of putting the dimensionals on him, I'm gonna go ahead and pop them on our card, because then I know I'm not gonna accidentally overlap. And like I said, I've got a lot of these extra pieces kind of laying around. And how far across did he go? Did he go that far? Let's see, I can peel it up if I need to. I think we're gonna do about like there. So there's perfect. I'm gonna need one under here at the top. So maybe I'll pop some up here underneath his little head. And then we're gonna use that same trick of flipping over to cut the extra from the back side. It'll work a little better here than on the tree, I think. So I'm gonna pop this on here, and I want it to be square. So I'm gonna square up my card on my grid paper and then square up my snowman, kind of good enough on here, and then flip to the back side and use my snips to go ahead and trim. And this way, the paper snips aren't in the way when you're trying to cut across there. And then, oh, I feel like we're gonna have to use some of this extra blue polka dot paper here with our tag, so let's hang on to that. Now, also in the Paper Pumpkin Kit is a sheet of long and skinny labels. Oh, and little tags, lots of possibilities here. So I think let's go with a long skinny label for this guy. And maybe it's gonna go kind of across like this. Yeah, I'm good with that. But then I think we're gonna use a strip of this. So let me grab my trimmer. Whenever I'm cutting strips of things, I always use my trimmer, never my scissors, because it's just really hard to get those things straight when you're using scissors. Now, to line this up straight, I'm gonna go ahead and line up against my ruler and then go ahead and trim across there so that we have this nice little bit of designer series paper, essentially. All right, so then this can go under here, and I'm gonna do it kind of off to the side. It's too short to fit the whole way across there, so I'm gonna do it off to the side so that it just looks like we intended to have that little element of there. So, of course, it doesn't look like we intended it if we have that little hair hanging. Oh, and then, of course, it's not very straight. All right, well, I guess we're gonna go with our straight edge. Like I said, you should use your straight edge. So I'm gonna trim this the other direction. There we go. Now we've got it, and then it has to go back here so that we can trim it off square at the bottom. Okay, so before I wanna stick this together, but I need to stamp first. So let's grab our Merry Christmas. You could also use Happy Holidays and pop this on here. Oh, Tanya says her paper pumpkin's not here yet. Oh, usually I wait until everybody's paper pumpkin has arrived. Sorry, guys, if this is a sneak peek for you. And I didn't do a very good job of stamping. So let me try one more time and get my ink pad out of the way. And I think I'm gonna kind of cheat it over to the side so that I can, there we go, trim a little bit more from the edge here. So, okay, there we go. And now we're gonna pop this on. So I'm gonna pop some seal on the back there and use that to pick up our elements so that we can trim this to match. All right. Okay. So there, see how much cuter that is now with that extra little element on it. And since we're using our strips of dimensionals up, I'm gonna go ahead and use a strip of dimensionals on the back and pop this baby on the front here. Okay, so now we could use our Opal Rounds somewhere, but I'm actually, ooh, okay. Since we're using our Opal Rounds, I'm gonna pop a couple of these in the background here, like little snow falling elements. Okay, so it's kind of like snow in the background. Oh, that's so cute. Heh. Well, that worked out. Maybe one more up here. Okay, so there's our snow falling, and then we need some shimmery crystal effects on here. So I'm going to shimmery crystal effect the elements, and now you can see that I'm going to not worry so much about a single simple draw line with the crystal effects. I'm just going to go ahead and draw and squish with my tips so that I can squish that around. And I don't know, should we have shiny? Yeah, I think so. So for the little earmuff things here, oops, I want to try not to, I'm going to kind of squeeze a little out and then squish it all around. Okay, somebody just said they didn't have crystal effects. This stuff is pretty awesome and it lasts a long time. Just keep the lid on it tightly and I've found that it lasts, you know, over a long period. So, all right, and you could keep going and do a scarf and all the things if you want, but there is our simple snowman card. So I'm loving him with the Opal Rounds in the background. I feel like we need one more down here. There we go. And then our crystal effects. So there's two alternate cards and we got one more. Let's go for a third. And so I have these presents here. And these presents are, as far as size goes, super problematic because they are, I don't know, they're just too big. So I could do the same trick that I did with a snowman and clip off the edges here. And there's some fun extra DSP like stuff to use. But the presents actually are conveniently subdivided for us to make it a little easier to put these together. And so what I'm gonna do is trim these. So I've got this trimmed so that here is an element of just the top, which then gives me these two presents here that I've also separated out. So for the presents, they're real simple to split out. So think about, you could split them all out and recombine them all if you want. I'm gonna use this big element here and then have these. So that's kind of our starting point. So let's bring this in here. And I like the way this fits here. I'm going to, let's see, do we wanna center it on there? No, I'm gonna center it like this and I'm gonna trim off the edge. So let's pop some dimensionals on the back. Let's see, I'm gonna go across here and you can tear these. I just think it's easier to use scissors. All right. So peeling these, and look, now I have one less sheet of dimensional edging. So I'll stick that in my scrap bin and pop this up here. You can save those. There are all kinds of technique-y things sometimes that you want extra non-stick elements for. So there's our present there, and we've only got a little extra, so I'll trim that again, always from the back side. And I need one more dimensional, I think, under here, just so that that doesn't flop around. The wobble, someone called it last week. You don't want the wobble under your elements, so there, we're gonna add that. Okay, so now I have these two presents, which I think are gonna go inside our card. What do you guys think? They could go kind of like this. They could go kind of down to the bottom like this and maybe trim it. I kind of like that actually, since we have this trimming element. Let's see, and should this one go on top? I think peeking out from the back. All right, so let's go ahead and put this one on first, and I'm gonna do Seal Plus, and then I need this one to kind of guide me. All right, so there's that, and then this one is gonna pop here, and I want it to be square, so again, I'm gonna use my grid paper, lining up my, sorry, I'm all crooked. lining up my card on my grid paper, and then going and pulling this present in, and now I can line the present up on the grid paper too and know that that's going to be pretty straight. Okay, so then I'm going to take that and clip it from the back side. And if I hadn't gotten so much adhesive around the edge, then I could use that as extra bits of my designer series paper, but probably could plan ahead. So there's kind of how that looks on the inside. So cute, right? Again, think about cutting your images. You don't have to leave them the way they are. And I'll bring back in Merry Christmas and stamp this on here. Actually, oh, what fun would be kind of cute. Maybe I'll put oh, what fun in the front. So there's our Merry Christmas for that. And then I think, yeah, how about one of these circles with the oh, what fun. That looks good right about there. So, oh, what fun. And should we use our bow trick again? Let's see, maybe I'll use the green on this one. The green embroidery floss. Let's see, down here, up here. Honestly, I think either one's good. I'm gonna go split the difference. There we go. Okay, and let's see, where's that little packet of stuff? So this one has this pretty green, and again, I think Jan liked the anemic, she liked the anemic bow, so we're gonna double that up and avoid anemic bows. Always make your little bow loops the right scale for your project. So you don't want big flappy bow loops, usually, unless you have a really big project scale. So there is our bow there, and then that's gonna flip on there. And again, with our taco glue dot trick, so I picked one up and I just folded it over in half, and I'm gonna pop those on there. Okay, so, and then we have our two embellishments for this extra bonus kit, right? We have our Opal Rounds and we have our Shimmery Crystal Effects. I might not use Opal Rounds in this. I kind of like the idea of having shimmery bows. So again, you want to draw with your Shimmery Crystal Effects. You don't want to push, okay? You want to pull. I guess pull is better. So I'm going to pull it this way and pull it around, and I'm going to pull it like that, okay? So let's see. Pulling, always pulling, never pushing. Okay, I just pushed a little bit there. Not my choice. Okay, and then a little kind of on the bow. And then this one, oops. Okay, I'm getting it into the string. So probably best to do this before you have your string flopping all over the place. But there we have our card, our finished card like that. And you could trim your ribbon. I don't want to drop it into the crystal effects as much as possible. So you could always trim your bow ends a little bit shorter if you wanted. But there is our third card. So I have our present, and we have our, what is this thing called? A snowman. And we have our Christmas tree. And with all of their envelopes, these are, and so you can even stamp a present on there to go with our elements. So I hope that you have some more ideas for your paper pumpkin. They are definitely a great idea for lots of different projects, not just exactly the boxes that are shown, although the boxes are really cute. And like I said earlier, since you get 18 of these shapes, because in the sample they show the box with a shape of, you know, a snowman on the front and the back, you could make your snowman with one front and then take all the backs and use the back to make a set of Christmas cards, and you'd have 9 Christmas cards to go with your 9 boxes. Actually, that's kind of a cute idea. You'd have a matching one, or you could mix and match across for more possibilities. So lots of different ideas. And definitely keep a lookout for this kit. I think it's going to be a popular one as a refill. And as far as refills go, there are some really great specials right now in the online store to be able to get refills of the Batter Up kit and the mountain kit and the one with the popsicles and watermelon in them. And those have video tutorials here on Maker Mornings with Meg. There's a link in the video description to Paper Pumpkin alternate projects. And so you can get all of those past alternate projects videos that I've shown too. So if you're looking for ideas for those, make sure you check those out. All right, so I know that everybody is getting ready for Thanksgiving this week, at least in the US if you're celebrating Thanksgiving. And so I am going to be here on Wednesday with another Maker Mornings with Meg project. And it'll be, you know, I know you'll be busy getting your pumpkin pies ready. But Friday, we're going to take a holiday, so I will have some things posted on Friday if you're looking for crafting inspiration for that day. But I won't have a live video that day, so. All right, well, I hope you liked my mix and match inspiration here with sweatshirt and with trimming our trees. Get it? You'll see what I did there. Trimming our trees and making the most of the Galore Paper Pumpkin Kit. And actually, like I said, if you're gonna get refills and you're not a subscriber, you'll need to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin at least for 1 month to go ahead and get the kit. But that will not be a hardship. The one that's coming, if you place your paper, if you sign up for Paper Pumpkin now, it's now through like December 10th, I guess, is when you would be able to sign up for that. But the kit you'll get in December is all about puns. So if you thought that was funny when I said I'm trimming the tree, haha, then the next Paper Pumpkin is definitely for you. Don't miss out on that one. It looks like it's gonna be a really cute one with lots of good possibilities for it. So, and who doesn't love a good pun, right? Anyway, all right, let me know if you have any questions about Paper Pumpkin. It is really a lot of fun, and I will always give you extra project ideas for it every month here. So have a wonderful day and enjoy your week. I'll see you on Wednesday, but not Friday, and happy early Thanksgiving. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a terrific day.